Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. Here's Gnarlo. Say hello, Gnarlo. Good boy. Gnarlo's wearing his pumpkin mask. We are currently, as you see over here, on the quest Troves and Trickery here in Bree. Now, it takes 3 minutes. You get the quest up there at the festival grounds, and then you have to run down here to Breetown, and it takes 3 minutes on foot to make it down here. So 3 minutes to make it here, 3 minutes to make it back. You're going to have 34 minutes to run around town and try and find the townspeople that you have to play the tricks on. So I'm going to get busy doing that. I'm not going to make you watch me run around and find it. When I find the people, I will start recording again. So I'm going to just be looking around, trying to find townspeople that have the little rings over their head. The other thing I've done so far is I have participated in the dance and got the first of the man dances, which I will show you in a while. Let's just say that humans ain't got no rhythm. I'm just going to put it that way. So I'll show it that. Anyway, let me keep looking for these people I need to play the tricks on, and I will be back to you when I find them. Alrighty, I believe I found the first one here. We have just gone through the Ironmonger's Gate, just up north, south from the dwarf statue, and we got a sleeping townsperson here with a ring over his head.
Hello there.
My poor head, how it throbs! Pray do not disturb me unless you brought me more ale. I know I ought to be ashamed of myself for drinking so much, for what's a man to do? Bill Fernie kept goading me on. Look where it got me. My mother will give me an earful when I wander home stinking of beer. Alas, alas. Alright, and let's see if we can figure out what emote it is that he's gonna want. These I don't know so well. Let's see. He's got a headache. And Smackhead, maybe? Nope, that's not the one. Alright, I'm gonna keep trying emotes, and when I find the right one, I will let you know. Alright, let's try this one. There we go. And he was not terribly delighted with it. Fortunately, someone came riding up just now and did the scold on him, so kind of let me know what was going on. Alright, that's the first one down. Let's see if we can find the next three. We have 29, almost 30 minutes left. Alright, it's not a trick or troves person, but we haven't grabbed the Southern Stable Master here.
What can I do for you?
So we're going to grab it. Alright. And off we go, looking for more people to play tricks on. Alrighty, I think we found the next one, just south of the Prancing Pony. There's a town person standing on her porch. That's what she has to say.
How can I be of service?
Don't I have news for you, traveler? My neighbor, Provincia, was quarreling with her husband so loudly that it quite caught my attention, and you'll never guess what about. Can you guess? I should tell you what. Apparently, he would not let her buy silks for a new dress. Why ever would she need a new dress? I cannot imagine why. She has 10 already, and they are in decent shape as they are. Do you want to know what I think? I'll warrant she just wants to compete with Bessie Hawthorne's dresses, for I hear Bessie has 11. I, for one, am quite content with my 8 dresses. What do you say to that? Oh, God, I say I've got a headache. Alright, let's see if we can find the right remote to this. Bored? Nope, that wasn't it. Alrighty, we'll keep trying. And whenever I get to, crazy. How about crazy? Nope. When I find the right one, we'll cut it in. There we go. The townsperson's not delighted with your trick, but it's the right response. I did whoop-de-doo. Let me zoom in a little bit for whoop-de-doo and show you what it looks like. As you see, if you can either type in the emotes with like a slash and then the name, or you can click on the little speech bubble and then go to the one that you want. See? There you go. Alright, let's see if we can find the next two people. Apparently the townspeople here in Bree aren't as happy with tricks or troves as they were in the Shire. Then again, they seem to have a lot more problems here with the big folk. That their lives just don't seem quite as happy as they seem, you know, in the Shire either. Because we are sheltered people. Alright, anybody here inside the Prancing Pony? Alright. Not seeing anyone. That looks like a person to talk to. And Barlaman Butterbur. Nope, his is Trouble in Buckland. Alright, so it's back out on the streets we go. Alright, let's continue on down the hill. And we'll look for person number 3. We've got a little over 20 minutes left to go. Alrighty, folks, we found another one hidden away. We're down here in the poor quarter, the beggar's quarter. Just down from where the ruins are there. And up this stair, we have a dancing townsperson. Here in Beggar's Alley. Let's see what he has to say. I dance all day. If I ever stop, my legs will turn to trees. So I dance all day, every day. What can a man do with 2 legs, 2 trees for legs? They tell me I'm mad, but they will not think so when their legs turn to trees. Alrighty, I think we found Crazy. Alrighty. The person is delighted with your trick and with everything else you do. Alright, so now we have got 17 minutes, which means we have 14 minutes to find the last of the Tricks and Trove people. Got a little rubber banding going on there. Alright, well, we'll go just back this way then. Alright, so let's see if we can find the last person, where they're hidden away. And as you see, they will hide them away in some odd little corners. Okay, we're finding her with 6 minutes left. She's right over here next to the auction hall. We've already been by this way twice, so...
How can I be of service?
I spent all my week's pay in the auction hall, I did. You should lend me some money. A fine traveler like yourself must have some money, and I shall turn into a handsome profit for you. What do you say to that, yes or no? Alright. I think that's a pretty easy one. How about no? She's not delighted with your trick, but it's the right response. Alrighty, so at this point, let us take off. Ah, very good. So fortunately, as you see, the time has quit ticking down. So with 5 or 6 minutes left, we now have a nice stroll back to the festival ground. So I will see you when we return up that way. And we have returned to the Bree Festival grounds. Here's Bryony Elmwood. She's the one that you need to talk to.
What can I do for you?
That sounds like an interesting experience you had, Gnarlo. I'm not sure it's quite what I had in mind to keep with the spirit of harvest math, but it sounds like you did some good in Breetown nonetheless. We're gonna grab... we'll get the man-mask totem. There we go. So there we go. And once again, that is a repeatable one once a day, and it resets at 3 a.m. Eastern Time. So... if we wished, we could come back to it. Now, one of the other things, let me see if it's up and running here. It is. Okay. This is one of the things that I love getting on my characters. My main character has it, and I love to wear the title.
could I take a moment of your time?
This is the pie eating contest. Are you here for the pie eating contest? Wonderful! I'll explain the rules. The goal is to eat any 6 of the pies that are on the table. Big ones or small ones, it makes no difference to me. But be sure to let me know you're finished before the time expires. Are you ready to start? So we gotta finish 6 pies. Alrighty. And here we go. Eat those pies. Eat those pies. You got a minute to eat 6 pies. So the gooseberry ones are quick ones. Give me more gooseberries. Apples are pretty good too. There's another gooseberry. Yes. 2 more pies. Blackberry's kind of slow. Blackberry's kind of slow. Or hopefully get another apple pop up here. There's another gooseberry. Very good. We've eaten our 6 pies. Now let's talk to Humbert.
Hello there.
Well done, friend. You sure put away those pies just in the nick of time. As a winner of the pie eating contest, you're welcome to claim your prize. Of course, you also have a wonderful title to go along with it. Pie eating champion. There we go. Had to get that in before the time ran out. The timer was still going. So now, we've got my 2 favorite titles in the game. Easily Lost. And, let me find the titles. Pie Eating Champion. Alrighty. Okay, so yes, while the festival's going on, be sure and check out this little table over here. Get your Pie Eating Champion title, because it is a fun one to wear. Okay, now at this point, I am going to go back to the Shire, and we're going to run some quests over here, get our levels up a little bit, and I'll probably do some of the side stuff over there for the festival and all that too, but I'm not going to make y'all watch that and run through it unless it's one of the burrow quests that I haven't run yet, in which case I will pull it up and record it and show y'all as I run through it. We're also going to do the horse race while we're over there, and I'll show you that. So I will meet you over in the Shire here in just a minute. Let us map back to Michael Delving. We've landed in the Shire. We're here at the Michael Delving milestone. I just noticed I've got that little letter down there, so let me go over here and check what's in the mail. Whatever could it be? We have a letter from Copertina. It's been a couple of days too. Sorry about that. I've been at work and it's been hell, so I think it was U.S. Grant that said work is hell or something along that lines. Greetings, respectable Sir Longtoes. I could not believe it when your letter found me at Waymeet. Neither could I. I didn't know they had mail service at that trailer park. Also, I'd like to apologize for using your first name to this moment, but apparently it is the name you're best known in these lands. Also, my bravery pales in comparison with yours. Oh, please, sir. I went into the goblin nest, but I didn't go in there protecting anyone, so your bravery far exceeds mine. Or at least your compassion does. As I only sneaked along the edges of the area while you ventured inside and fought the vile creatures. Also, I would be more than honored to join you at the Golden Perch to finally meet you in person. Please send me a reply with date and time of our meeting. As always, your Copertina Brandybuck. P.S. I'm glad to hear that. No doubt your heroic actions during your mail delivery inspired many others. Ah, that is sweet. Very sweet. And it's going to be nice to meet a Brandybuck as well. They're queer people, Brandybuck. They live on the wrong side of the river and all that, you know. Alrighty. At this point, I'm going to head over to the horse race. And we will see you. Actually, I'll show you how to get to the horse race. I'll see you when we get to Waymeet. Okay, we are coming into Waymeet here, where the 2 roads meet, and we are going to hang a right. as soon as we get to the intersection. You see here the signpost that leads to the south gate and to the Shire homesteads, and that's the way we want to go. So we're going to head to the south and up the hill here. It's not too long a run. Excuse me. I said, this is the road that leads to the South Farthing, which is not in the game still, unfortunately. I wish it were. I would love to get down there and see the fields and fields of long bottom leaf and old Toby and all the other fields of pipeweed that make the South Farthing so famous in the Shire for its agriculture. And this is also the road that leads to the Shire homesteads, which I do not have a house in the Shire homesteads. My house is actually owned by my personal house. Okay, right after you go through that gate there, you're going to veer to the right, and as you see right over here, there is a horse track. Now, my personal house belongs to my main character, who is a dwarf guardian, 65th level dwarf guardian. And amazingly enough, he does not own his house in the dwarf house area, but he actually owns it over in the Breeland area. It's a human house, so go figure. I actually put it there because Bree was a good place. You get just like you get the travel ability here to go to your milestone, you also get a travel ability to go to the house you own. So that was a good spot to give me an extra free once an hour teleport back over to the Breeland area. Okay, I'm going to wait till this guy who's running it now finishes. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'll just run along behind him here. It won't affect him any, since I'm far enough behind him. What you want to do, I'm going to show you kind of the technique here. You want to run the course once and load in the graphics. You're going to be on a horse when you do this, but this way you'll get the graphics loaded in. And you won't get any stuttering as you go along, as it's having to load stuff into your memory. It's also best if you take every shortcut and every trick that you can to cut off all these little areas here. For instance, we're going to run, when we're doing it on a horse, we're going to run right through that gap instead of trying to jump the fallen tree there. You do have to hit every single one of these gates, however. Now here on these areas, you got two bogs, and the way to do it, you can either go up this way with your horse and try and jump that little gap in between, or you can go through the mud, which is going to slow you down. I've always been successful going through the mud here at the Shire. You just have to make sure that you don't miss any of the gates, and that, like I said, you do take every little corner as tightly as you can take it. Now, the other trick that you can do when you're doing the horse races here is to turn your graphics down to very low. That is another trick that often speeds it up so that you don't have quite the the taxation and trouble on your graphics card, and you don't get the stuttering and all, and it makes the race run a little bit quicker. I'm going to let this guy go first. You really don't want to be doing the race with somebody else in your field of view. Just because, once again, it's going to slow down your ability to do it. Alright. Now that he should be gone and ahead of me, we'll talk to the race master. Oh, am I going to be able to do it? Am I high enough level?
A lovely day, isn't it?
Before anything else, you must be able to ride a mount. The riding trait can be purchased in the LOTRO store at any time, or you can earn it at Hingstacer Farm when you reach level 20. I see. Well, that sucks. Alright, well, I'll have to bring my main out and have him run this for you. That just absolutely sucks. I had totally forgotten that you had to actually be able to ride a horse to do this. So I will log out Gnarlo right there. And when I get a chance, I will be back and we'll show you the race on Glennoran.